and welcome. I am Debbie Tosin Kilday from the National Beat Poetry Foundation. And this is our yearly festival that we have every year. It's a 3-day festival, and this is our 8th year. And I'm very happy to have all of you here. And what I want to say is, I've never felt love like I have felt from all of you. And tonight, you're going to be hearing some excellent poetry and excellent music. And I'm just so honored to be here in the town of Collinsville, and they've been nothing but...
And everybody tonight only gets 3 minutes to read. This is like a taster's menu, kind of like, speed dating, speed chess, whatever. But this way, more and more people can read. And after featured readers, the poet laureates, we'll have the sign-up open mic and get as many people in there as we can. So I'm going to first go through the whole list of the poet laureates so they'll know when they come and can get up here on deck, whatever. The first one, our brave Chris Benoit. And but I want to tell you, first I'm going to go through the list. Chris Benoit from California, Lorraine Corelli from New York, Ron Whitehead from Kentucky, Carlos Paul Duffler from New York, Annie Petrie Sauter from Colorado, Tommy Twilight from Massachusetts. The 7th is Linda Brachter, Linda Waldica, yay, from Massachusetts. Chris Boder. 11 is Sandra Feen. 12 is George Wallace. 13 is Tammy Truax. 14 is Clive Matson. 15 is Rescue Poetics. 16 is Joe Kidd. 17 is Aaron Lee. And I'll just finish up. So please welcome from California, the amazing Chris Benoit.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody put their hand up in the air and point to somebody in the audience. Go over and shake their hands and tell them they're glad they're here. All right. My father-in-law's brother, when I was in England, asked me what beat was. And so I had to think about it for a while. This is what it is. He asked me what beat was. So I told him, as blues crying out on a night of moody stars over a city that never sleeps. It's a struggle of hard bones and empty the taste of last night's drunk still in your mouth. It's calling out your lover's name so loud that it shakes the sky to brightness. It moves the day with fierce determination. It's living present and feeling the perception that there will not be another day like this ever. It's balancing feathers and driving around the world with the stereo blasting to the interstellar air. Its blades spinning through psychedelic movements of wind, powering the lights at the end of the world. Beat is when someone takes all you have, then disappears into a fog of missing possibilities and leaves you there crying at a table set for one. Beat is when you don't care anymore that you are beat and you just lean forward and listen to the flapping of your shoes on the hot asphalt of a slow boiling summer's day. Beat his yow, man. Beat his yow, man. Beat his yow, man. Cool, cool, cool. It's beat children struggling to save a beat planet. Plastic bags rolling in a radiated sea. Beat his beat down. Beat his beat up. Beat his life, baby. It eats into you like a hungry worm. Breaks over you in waves of spent notes spilling wildly from some musician's pinch-lipped horn, then wraps around you like a hot, smooth woman on a cool, warm night. Beat is a long, slow cry of distant train whistles in the middle of a long, dark dream. It's knowing that you're standing on a path where one journey ends and another one begins. Beat is watching the vapor trails of airplanes crisscrossing the sky and knowing that you'll be somewhere else tomorrow when tomorrow burns a new experience inside you. It's tapping shoes and nodding heads and wild screams when you can't contain the joy that's inside you. It moves your feet, propels you across the floor, throws you into the arms of a pretty girl while the musician on stage is smiling because he feels it too, so he starts pounding the piano so hard that the sound is flying out through the electric air as the drummer taps his hi-hat of unexplored possibilities. Beat is finding a rhythm in the poem. Beat is life, man. Beat is life.
As usual, that was amazing. So, Lorraine Corelli from New York, are you ready? Next up.
Children, a woman whose memory still has the power to ignite anger and loves forgiveness, a woman who loved her children and lift her dress shouting, ah, shit, when dancing. A woman who loved God and knew she was loved, a woman who gave collard green, a sexy, sensuous woman, a smart, common about the gods. I come from clothes, lines, pins, wash tubs, homemade baked biscuits, and hope, laughter, strangling pain, back of the bus, ancestral ritual, plantations, rape, humanity, midwives, breast milk and fight. I come from butcher nut, arrest bread. I come from don't write and scared cash. Don't starve. I come from defining women by eating means necessary women. Go next door, tell me this I see a monkey with $2. She's someone no loan, they have to sell something, and human rights fighting women. I come from brave warrior women. Hashim son of Egypt, handsome bull, that how I hear something bad. Amina of Hausaland, Helena of Sabla, Gal, Ethiopia, and Zinga of Angola, Donna Patrice of Congo, Michael Hadisi of the South Pole, Rana Valona, the first of Madagascar, Yal Santi of Asante, Lihanda Limbari, who came from a poplar trees, where with him when he was young women. I come from, oh, Mary, don't you, and Kumbaya, come by here, women. I come from, I've been liberated all my life, picking crops from sundown. Never got no rest, women, cooking in this Ann's kitchen, cleaning her house and taking care of her badass children, fighting who gave less than a damn about anybody, much less a man's approval. Hey, Leroy! Man, I heard your woman ran off with that fine smile from her spirit. I come from women who breaststroke, need, pain, and troubles with baby. No, black man doesn't have to know what that means to women. I overruled good sense. Women still
the great blue heron of poetry. I sit alone reading on a mission, selected poems and a history of the last poets. A brilliant book with a foreword by Mary Baraka. Well, I'm not alone. Lou is asleep, snoring at the other end of the couch. Gypsy's outside somewhere, Birmingham. It's sunny. The nights are full of stars. No rain in sight. I was born under a tree in an open field in the mid. On the day I died, the storm passed. The weather became calm, clear skies like today. That's when my life really got started. Back when I became wind and nature. I can't begin to describe to you what it's like. You'll have to try it on your own. I recommend it. There's nothing else like forgiveness. Confess all your wrongs. Write them on the sandy beach and watch them wash away. That's how we work here in nature. All is forgiven. Nature always moves on in dramatic and peaceful fashion. No calendars here. Time was, time is, time will be doesn't figure. There's no time in nature, no religion, no politics. Lots of angels singing, accompanying crickets, frogs, whales, seals, lions, tigers, bears, wolves. You get the sound picture. Dig it. Nature is the real, genuine, original groove. Nature is easy and smooth and wild and crazy and cataclysmic. Nature is the most natural thing on earth. Go ahead and sign up. What a trip. Writing is the great escape from despair. To the wilderness of good dreams come true. If every writer in every book in your public library and local bookstore found a way to do it, then so can you. So go ahead and do it. Start writing and keep writing no matter what anyone says, no matter how hard the wind blows, the fires rage, and the waters flood. Write it all down. Never stop writing. Brief pauses for morsels of food and drink. That's it. Don't quit. You are determined, more determined than a mother fox finding food for her hungry young. Determination is natural. Be sunlight and snow. Be peace in war. What you're doing, and that is to write and write and write. Write longer than the longest distance runner. You are filled with honesty and realness. Nothing else. You speak only the truth that is in you. No other words. Your words are a blessing somehow, somewhere, to someone, especially right now, to yourself. Write them down. Enjoy yourself. Empty yourself. There is no bottom to your pockets. The words in your pockets are more vast than all the galaxies in outer space. You are the quasar beyond all imagined quasars. You are the great blue heron of quasar poetry. Sing it proud and strong. Be your own damn self now and from now on, beyond paying for your food, your basic needs. What's the use of all that money you're killing yourself to earn? It's dreamed of being. Now, the waiting is over, your time has come at last, and there's no time like now, ever. Nothing is as satisfying as being a poet. Take up your pen and write and never look back. Be touched by words and sing your poems with soul. Thank you.
Is Carlos here? Well, if Carlos isn't here, then Annie, you're up. Annie Petrie-Sauter from Colorado.
Hi everybody, good to see you all. Can't wait for this every year. I'm so glad to see everybody. Okay, I'm not so good at this. Okay, this is a political boundary. Make them, keep them. Second nature, well that seems unlikely. Oxymoron. I tell nature, I am a cis woman. I don't exist past the birth of your first child. And when they grow up, neck deep sinkholes will appear when you try to approach them. My children, so fuck me however you want. I might like it or not, it doesn't matter. Gold, gold, big day. Oh, you wouldn't cross that one. Where is the bridge that you say is too far? Well, here I am now. Hurt me. Why not? I still can't be Jesus. I can die over and over for the sins of family.
sins of patriarchy, the sins of man. Yet when I rise, no one will notice. Just hot air in a desert, mirage-like, more direct, diaphanous light dissipating. The nature of cis-white women boundaries is they cannot coexist. They cannot be crossed. They are only bred. They got all crossed up in eternity somewhere. Someone told me at an any meeting in big cities, if you say you're cross-addicted, you're mocked and asked, oh, are you addicted to crosses? Semantics, well, hardly. A woman crosses her legs. Is it a river? A beaver dam? Is it a dam or an invitation? Is it an up-leg tour or a shutdown? Is she a Madonna or a whore? Squeeze tight those cables, but they still won't help you. You are still a cis woman who already popped out her baby. So come on, put that pantsuit on, because there is no war.
Wow. Tommy Twilight? Yes. And after Tommy,
I gotta go up a little bit here. There's a great tree on the way here for me. It's on Day Street, somewhere in Grandview today. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you live somewhere, anywhere in this country, anywhere in the world maybe, there's a great tree somewhere near you. And you should check that great tree out and have a little conversation with it. And that's what this is here. That's what this piece is here. This is about a great tree somewhere in Northampton, Massachusetts, where I'm from. It's called Broken Arms. Great tree gave her soul up to the universe with a silent cry that echoed across the sky. No one on earth heard this. There was no ceremony, no memory, no tribute. It was what was. The release, long held within. After a time, months, perhaps years, the massive and mighty limbs she held aloft for so many human lifetimes fell with a crack that shattered the tranquility of the forest like a bomb. Again, there was no human witness, just silence, and the forest resumed its usual grace. Today, as I happen upon her earthly shell, I recognize the magnificence of her ruin, touch her broken arms, and contemplate the hollow of her open wound. At Broken Arms, what is seen as soul is split off inside your ego. Some consciousness held 100 years, and maybe a lot more. Long gone before one arm falls to me, calls to me. Patterns form and break under rocks and dreams. Ice creeps underfoot, bubbles up from underneath. New insects carve hieroglyphs no one can read. I go mad, thinking it's all about me. Already too late for the forest floor, a carpet of dry leaves, down from the autumn, down from the autumn. Trunk over the world. I could go there, huddle within, warm smooth from the weather, bleached out pink and blue, like the sky, like the sky. Make purchase for orange slate moss, green shale mushrooms, pillows of grass, inside the heart, inside the soul of this old tree.
Thank you, Tommy. That's great. Next is Linda Vladika. Is that sort of a? She is the new Lead Poet Laureate of Massachusetts.
Very thrilling to me. To follow Tommy Twilight is like the best thing ever. I've been friends with him since 2008. So I'm going to segue here and go on to 2 or 3 short poems. And I'm going to start with In This Wild Existence. In this wild existence where we take claim, a life where wonder keeps us tidy inside our cocoons, where dreamers shed tears, then rebound, where I proclaim more magic than mysticism, yet flowers bloom, children play, guardians loom, lend safe haven, my own abilities evolve constantly, where your hand and mine cross miles between mountains, valleys, longing for touch, more desire than can breach a dam, where heart blush looks good on paper valentines, where the stick crosses a path, not a hindrance, more than windswept. My own 2 feet continue. I am in search of the light, not at the end of a tunnel, instead where solar rays find